take you back to one of those pivotal moments in my life when I was a 23-year-old college student in my home country of Venezuela. The mountain named El Ávila, which towers over the city of Caracas, the capital, is a rugged reminder of nature, an oasis of greenery and a bubble of clean air in the midst of a concrete jungle. It's a hike I've climbed over 100 times in Venezuela, and today the weather is gorgeous. I can hear the birds chirping along the trail. The peak, Sabas Nieves, offers one of the best views of the valley stretched out below. I pause at the overlook, I stretch for a little bit, take it all in. It's a moment of peace in a chaotic time, but it's a moment that won't last. About 20 minutes later, as I'm making my way down the steep mountain trail, this man jumps at me from behind the bushes. He pulls a gun from his shorts and says, "Give me everything you got." I hand over my earrings. I have an iPod, a little cash. We're alone in that stretch of the woods. This man could rape me, he could kill me, nobody would know. He puts the muzzle of the gun against my forehead, and I think, this is it. This is how my story will end. But I am not ready to die. "Count to 100, he commands. I start counting slowly. 1, 2, 3. When my counting reaches 50, I feel the gun, cold and heavy, sliding down my cheek, grazing my lips. My mouth is trembling so much, I don't even know if I'm voicing the numbers correctly. 51, 52. And then, do I hear his footsteps receding? I peer my eyes open slowly. He's gone. So I get up, I start running as fast as I can. I'm almost tripping over tree roots. I make it all the way down to the city, up to our apartment. And when my family sees me, they're like, "Mariana, are you okay? What happened?" I am shaking, and my knees are filled with dirt. And I burst into tears. You see, the mugging was the straw that broke the camel's back. As painful as it was, I realized that I was going to have to leave. This country where I grew up in, it was disintegrating. This prosperous place was now filled with lawlessness and violence, with food shortages and crime spiking daily. President Chavez has been in power for 8 years and was changing the country beyond recognition. I also knew where I wanted to go. I set my sights on the United States, where I had visited as a child. The shining city on a hill, a magical place, America, which stood as a beacon of freedom and opportunity for so many who came before. And that was the beginning of a 15-year journey that brought me on this stage today. 15 years. Thank you so much. And you guys want to know what one of the most special moments of those 15 years has been? Valentine's Day. Valentine's Day 2020. Anybody want to guess what happened? Anybody? No, guys. Valentine's Day 2020. Another guess. So no, it was not a big engagement ring. Valentine's Day of 2020 was the moment at the U.S. Citizenship and Immigration Services Center where I finally felt home. I still get goosebumps. Amid what is happening now, let my story be an example that this is the greatest country in the world. There is no other place in the world where my story is possible. And the fact that this happened on February 14th is not a coincidence. It is why I call my journey here my love affair with America. And along this journey, I've met so many people from different walks of life, and I've witnessed a profound truth over and over again, which is we're all on a life's journey, and ultimately, amid our differences, we all want the same things. Today, we're going to explore what those are, the journey we're on together, and what we can learn about ourselves to face change.